A recent incident during a Monday night NFL football game is now drawing attention to what bystanders can do if someone goes into cardiac arrest. On your side's Caitlin Richards is in our newsroom tonight. And Caitlin, you talked with Greenville Fire Rescue about the crucial moments that could help save lives.
Ken, for 9 minutes, people watched Buffalo Bills player Damar Hamlin lay on the field as his heart stopped. Everyone wondered if he was going to make it off the field or even walk out of the hospital. With Hamlin now in his own home again, it's all because of this.
So, the first thing is as always, is that in a cardiac arrest, those first few minutes are the most important. Bystander CPR and getting hands to the chest, and what we teach with hands-only CPR or for emergency responder CPR, it's critical to making sure that that person has a chance at survival.
Every minute without immediate CPR and AED is another 10% off of that person's chance of survival. Overall, survival rates from out-of-hospital cardiac arrest range around 10% nationally, but with bystander CPR and AED, that number can double or even triple, which turned out to be the case during the January 2nd NFL game.
Out-of-hospital cardiac arrest is actually more common than you might think. There are actually 350,000 cardiac arrests outside the hospital each year in the United States.
Knowing how to immediately respond could be what keeps someone alive, just like in Hamlin's case.
So if you see someone collapse or go unconscious in front of you, you need to do what we call the 3 C's. Check, call, and compress. So first, check them.
Hey, are you okay?
All right, and they're not responsive. So you call 911 and you start doing chest compression. So one hand in the center of the chest, the other on top of it. Push hard and fast at about 100 to 120 beats per minute. That's about the beat to say staying alive or a song like that. You have to push really hard, at least 2 inches deep, and you want to make sure that the chest comes up in between each compression to allow the heart to fill with blood in between each compression.
Then comes AED. Chief Sanders says Hamlin's comeback is a testament to the care he continues to receive.
And that goes everywhere from the initial I believe it was an assistant trainer that recognized that he was in cardiac arrest, started that CPR, went to the rest of the training staff, and then the 911 responders that came out in the ambulance, all the way through the doctors and everyone that took care of him.
While Hamlin breathes on his own, allowing football fans to also breathe a sigh of relief, emergency responders say this incident should encourage everyone to know how to respond properly. For more information on how to become certified in CPR and AED, we have a link posted at WNCT.com. In the newsroom, Caitlin Richards, 9 on your side.